The Tekken World Tour is finally over, and ARSLAN has won again. But we have not covered one of the greatest tournament runs in the history of Tekken 7. The finals took place on the weekend of January 13th to the 14th, but the day before the finals, they host a last chance qualifier. Whoever places first in the tournament earns a spot into the global finals. Now, if you followed the TWT finals at all, you'll probably know that JoeCrush was the winner of that tournament. But what you may not know is that his bracket path was arguably the hardest in that entire tournament. He made it to the grand final without dropping a single set, and to do so, he took down world-class Europeans, world-class Americans, and world-class Koreans alike. Today, we're not only going to highlight a bunch of Joe's matches, but I'm actually sitting in a call with Joe right now, and we're going to get his take on his matches in real time. We've got 4 matches lined up, and we'll wrap up with his matches against 2 of the world's best players, JDCR and ARSLAN. We'll have timestamps below, but let's get started. Let me hop over. What's up, Joe? How's it going?
Yo, what's up, guys? JoeCrush. Yeah, excited to do this video with you, man. It's going to be sick.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so first things first, we're just going to hop straight into the book match. We talked a little bit before, and you mentioned that you fought him at CEO 2021. You hung out a bit at Gamers 8 in Saudi Arabia and at Evo. And then when you were going into the match, you were thinking about Anakin's win at CEO 22. Can you talk about that a little bit in the matchup?
Yeah, I mean, I know Book's like a super high level player, and I feel like that matchup's pretty rough for Jack, Jack versus Jin. And yeah, I just went to Joey and Anakin for advice. You know, honestly, his Jin was somewhat reminiscent to me of like Runner Black, like being pretty aggressive. But also ready to make like defensive plays with the parry. So I just knew going into this, like I just had to be slow and let him do his aggressiveness, but you stay alive, you know.
Perfect. So talking to Joey and Anakin, you got some PvP advice, and then you also mentioned in the past when we've talked about this character that Jin in general, everybody knows he has the hook fist. That's super annoying. He has forward 4 as well. And Jack's pretty much only answers seem to be the fact that his sidestep right is really good, and he has the forward 1 to be any kind of sidestep plays with like sidestep magic 4, sidestep hook fist, things like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
go ahead.
yeah, it's the electric and forward 4 is super hard to deal with his Jack, you know. But you know, it's still you can sidestep right, but you still need great timing. Yeah, it's just about like playing slow and finding the right timing. You know, you just have to be super careful.
Perfect. I'm going to start the match, and we'll just watch it and have it go. But feel free to stop me at any time if you think you see something that you really want to highlight. But first stage,
Yeah,
Dragon's
sure.
Nest. And I know you do commentary too, so this is actually probably really comfortable to just pull it up and talk
Yeah, I
about
definitely got some of my chops in. You know, I could try it out a little bit here and there, so I feel comfortable.
it. Perfect.
So yeah, starting off here, you see he's already like doing a lot of forward dash electrics. I'm throwing on my forward 1. He's established a parry, that's fine.
Oh yeah, a lot of parry
Yeah.
there.
But I'm just staying safe with 2 jab and just chilling out for a minute. Here I'm throwing a little bit of a flurry.
Nice, good catch on the forward too.
Yeah, Jack has some pretty good option selects for the Zen cancel.
Whoa.
Really,
So
I'm supposed to be
I
down by
want
20.
to put out a little thing here. A couple big whiffs at distance, and clearly he wasn't punishing it. So this one I kind of get. If he runs in, you'll hit him. And then here you kind of do this. Is this also the same thing? Like you just want to catch him coming in?
That's kind of like just me looking active from distance, but like relatively I know I'm safe. You can't whiff punish that. That's just something I like to do, just to make them agitated. Like just look at me doing things, you know, try to do something, you know. But relatively I know I'm just safe. I'm just showing him something.
So it's like a fake doing something.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's
But
pretty
realistically, it's the same as standing. I know I'm safe. You see, he went in there, started winning with his own low. He's trying to go in with himself.
cool. You're talking
And
about
I just find a
right
counter
about
hit.
here. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Lucky, no punish there again. Then so yeah, he's coming in. And I just found my counter hit right here for the round.
Do you feel like the stage was making you guys nervous with like not a lot of whiff punishment, not a lot of activity?
Definitely. I mean, the crowd was rooting pretty heavy on my side, so you definitely always feel the crowd when it's against you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it was just very a little nerve wracking, you know. But I try to stay composed.
Yeah, it looked like you were playing really confidently. Outside of the couple counter hits he got here, that like he went for that. Is that like this surprised me seeing him go for that forward 4 follow up? And then there he parries again. But yeah, looking at this forward four and then he goes for this. That really confused me. I was like, is he afraid of dropping the follow up or something? Like,
maybe he thought it would kill. Yeah, he's usually really good, but
that's what I thought. As soon as I saw that, I was like, Joe's confident play is probably going to be dominant here in that case. And there it is.
I just love throwing out some unique JoeCrush things like that.
Yeah. And I think on the big stage you have to. It's like show what you got, you know, and people will see that it paid off a lot. These little pokes not doing a lot.
There, that's one thing I'm super afraid of at the wall. Like the Jin combos, he hit a clip on me in tournament last time, so I was worried right here. He got like a refloat off the 1-2-3 into can into like a new combo. It was so rough. We'll see something special here. I did to counter it. I kept it in my mind.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is something I think everybody can learn from. I was just going to point out how one of the best things you do regularly is look at the timer. It's 32 seconds. You're at 1 pixel and you just chill. Yes, there was a whiff down forward too, but here, not forcing a mix up immediately right away, making it really hard for the opponent to tell when they can kill you. A few fuzzy ducks. And then but you had it covered even though it whiffed, right?
Yeah, that could have been the round.
Yeah. In this moment, like what kind of thing are you thinking? Are you just playing as normal? Are you trying to pull something crazy off? Like what's going on in your head in these kinds of pixel situations?
Well, here with Jack, I feel like Akuma, like, or Geese, you know, like I got 1 HP, but I'm still kill you for sure. Like any little, I'm looking for like a down forward 2 or a low parry, or just, you know, I caught him with the side step 2 coming in. Yeah. You know, so if you can't find something big, just 2 big hits, like a forward 1 or side step 2 will do it. It's just me trying to find like my comeback moment.
Yeah, that's pretty cool that like you can have that win condition in the back of your head and it doesn't like overtake and make you force something. And here, like this lead is huge. Oh my goodness, what did he do there? Oh, it went under the jab.
That I learned to be more confident in that from a Teef. I saw a Teef kill Knee with it in the Thursday tournament. I'm like, you know, Jack, he was even playing Brian, and usually you get really scared to throw it out, but sometimes you got to believe in the, you know, frames, the properties.
Because of the jet upper punish, right, on the down forward 2.
Yeah, and I saw a Teef go for it. I'm like, even he's not scared. He knows he needs to rep it.
That's fire. That's first to 2 expertise. That's really cool. And I guess they played winners final too, so it would have been even just any tournament setting.
Yeah, nice block and punish. That's a JoeCrush special. I mean, I don't see anyone else using that punish.
I know. I only see Joey do it now and then, and it's like, there it is. That is the JoeCrush special to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, if people have seen the title of this video, obviously, because they clicked on it, I said that you're going to be the future of Tekken. And to me, this is the most Tekken 8 thing I've seen. Is fuck a backdash. Sure. I'm going to power crush.
Yeah, they must have peaked my gameplay like a few years ago. They're like building it off it, you know. Yeah. A lot of neat things they did.
Yeah, just looking at this moment, like you're doing a bunch of the strings that people are so used to not doing anymore because traditionally I think people wrote it off as like scrub stuff, but they didn't pay attention to the properties they've added or like the different extensions. So you're using it very well. And then off of the full crouch, just kind of like, because I think you played so patient in that last round, right? It turned into play the disadvantage and just force something. And he probably got so comfortable trying to make a comeback here that it got him murdered.
Yeah, I definitely felt, and especially here, I know Book likes to win with the LLRK.
Oh, that
he can't high crush that. So I felt comfortable, like, you know, beating that option as well, even though I was in kill range with that move.
No, that was fire. And the fact that your timing made it so that the hell sweep didn't like knock you down while you're power crushing was huge.
Yeah, I think I had a lot of frames. He did like a kind of an empty dash there, so that definitely helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, second game, first game, super clutch.
What were you thinking in the downtime? Are you thinking anything like with the stage pick or how you won previously?
What was I thinking? Things seem to go pretty well. I mean, maybe go a little bit more with the lows. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, I just waited for my moments to press, but it was still pretty close. And towards the end there, I started ripping the lows and I got him to press on me, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what my mindset says. Like, I just kind of space and see if I can kill him in any of my certain JoeCrush ways, but I try not to resort to, like, you know, press low button to win with Jack because it's very, very risky.
Yeah, and I think that's probably one of your strongest things in Tekken 7 especially is you're willing to let the opponent expose themselves attacking into you instead of forcing the lows over and over. But, like, here you clearly showed that you can play, you know, pushing forward offense, right?
Yeah, here I'm doing hella tracking while raising 2 into forward 1. I know all my mids I need to throw out with Jack in the new seasons to not get sidestepped and killed, you know?
So this is that tracking while standing 2.
Yeah, off a lucky track on down back 1. He was doing up forward 2, which is very nice.
Oh, nice. Even HP. And then, yeah,
Yeah, here I'm
this
just
is what you
comfortable.
mean, right? Like forward dash, forward dash, forward dash, and no lows coming out. Just staying in range.
No. Yeah, I'm baiting electric or hop kick or something like that, a parry. I just feel like it's so easy to die versus Jin with Jack, so I'm not trying to give him anything easy.
Yeah, it's funny because people give you the reputation of playing crazy, but that kind of movement only and not putting out a hitbox that can get you killed is very controlled. Like, that's really, really disciplined.
Yeah, and there I just had to go for something great, keep up back 2, but I wasted too much time there not going in, you know?
Oh.
I just got lucky. I was expecting to sidestep a jab off rip of the back 2-1, but he sidestepped with me and I just caught him pressing.
Punish.
Punish. I see. I'm trying to just get him to panic and die at the wall.
Yeah, and look at it. It worked. No, not playing your frames with a button, right? You forward to him. You have how many frames on advantage?
4-2-5.
5. Nice. Yeah, +5, and then forward dash, nothing. And just chill. And then he decides to press. So then you could just decide to hit him the next time.
Yeah, and here I remember, Anakin said he does not like to be killed by lows, so I always finish out with the mid against him.
Okay. He would rather die than go out to a low.
For sure. That makes it an easy layup for the mid.
Yeah.
The
And
down
that's safer
4-2s
for
right here
you.
are just landing. Yeah, can we go back? I don't know how that down 4-2 landed.
This one, yeah. He just forward dashed, I think. Let me see.
Oh yeah, he started high crushing, so I was like, okay, maybe I need to play some more mids and
Yeah, you caught his wave
stop
dash.
his offense.
He did a
yeah.
forward dash, block, and then a wave dash. That's crazy.
I think I definitely shut down Waivu mix-ups.
Yeah.
I just found my right timing, even though it didn't look like I was pressing a lot. Just at the right times, I just stopped him in his tracks.
And that's the beauty of it, right? Not doing it a lot, just at the right time. Oh my god.
Hella Tekken 8 right here. On hit, armor.
Does the super dive not kill here?
Let me see.
Superman dive?
No.
So you
Especially
have to
if
go
it's
for
grounded.
mix-up.
Yeah, if it hit standing, it probably would have killed. But if he had stayed down, I think he would have survived.
And then
And
he
that's,
kills you.
launch on hit. I might have survived, but why would I do that?
Yeah, no, good call.
And honestly, here debug's not even guaranteed. I think they can get up and block if they have time. But most of the time, they're worried about some other options, and it's an awkward get up, so it just lands.
There's his anti-low gameplay coming in.
I get a little too confident. I'm like, okay, I'm up around. Here was clutch. I mean, pause this right here. It's so cheeky. Confirmed the Tekken 8, by the way. I tried it out.
Yeah.
And, I've seen a lot of other great Jack players go for the hard one, like Anakin and Moi Il. They do the stand-up, where you can even get a launch punish. But in just tournament safety, I'm like, I'm going to get the easy mode. I just really want to escape the damage. I'm not trying to rob him that much. I just want to escape.
Yeah.
Not get clipped again by the back 2-1, it's 3-wall splat 1-2-4. That was tragic. So
Yeah.
that's something I really regretted not representing the first time I played him as CEO.
Got it.
But
So
as soon
to
as he
explain,
did it again,
oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
Say to explain to the people, Jin has this 1-2-3 follow up on big bodies, where he gets extra damage at the wall. Here he does 1-2-3 and then can. But there are a few counters. You can do a just frame stand up, basically, right, and stand block it. Or, as Joe is saying, you can play the safe option, which is do this sit get up, which completely dodges it. And like Joe was just saying, in a tournament setting, going for this safe option just to deny the damage is better than trying to find that perfect option, especially with the lead, right? Don't give Book the chance to come back, things like that. And then you were saying also that it's confirmed in Tekken 8 that this still works.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. And then I think the last thing you were saying is that you regretted not doing it at CEO.
I regretted it. I mean, I'm sure you can find the clip out there. Just did a crazy re-splat combo. It's like a Ling Infinite almost,
Off of, so he refloated you because you tried the stand up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I remember trying it out and it's so technical and difficult timing,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just going to go for the easy mode.
No, I mean, I think you made the right choice for sure.
Yeah. Now I'm up able to pressure him. I mean, just forward 1-2 pokes. Now I'm winning. Awkward combo here. And so yeah, I'm just trying to stay my life. I got out the wall. I'm alive. I'm just trying to see what I can find out here in the open.
Ooh.
Trying to let the ripples rip, but he like again, he was very aggressive. He doesn't like being pressured. He'd rather stop me. So that was evident right there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, final round. Here I'm just representing basic pokes 2-1, just keep him in check, you know.
Right. If you catch him moving, you get damage. If he blocks it, you don't lose anything.
I could also just find timings, see what he's trying to do, sidestep or low parry. Doing so safe, you know.
Yeah, he really chilled out from all the aggression earlier.
Yeah. Now we're spacing. He's representing the forward 4, small pokes.
Oh.
And here, yeah, that worked out last time. It's been working out. He's been mashing on me. I tried it out.
Yeah, and I
that,
guess you'd been doing so much nothing for like 30 seconds, right? It kind of makes sense. I think he did a down forward 1. Trying to catch that. Yeah. Right here. Yeah, he does a down forward 1 and dies.
Sure, yeah. So, I mean, that thing was the second time I threw it out, and that was definitely one of my aces in the hole.
Yeah.
Catch him mashing on me.
Oh, ducks the forward.
Does he ducks? Here, I'm not even trying to play with the strings, trying to be extra good. I'm just staying alive. I'm always more important with like getting the positioning, like right there. That's super key.
Yeah.
Here, I felt like I was about to lose. I thought I was done for. I thought I lost the round, but I just go for my last ditch effort.
The classic.
And,
everybody in America has died to this 10 million times.
Yeah.
Because what's your frame advantage on the full crouch down back 1 here?
It's like plus 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's like a crazy amount. And so what he does here, he just tries to back 2-1, thinking you're gonna backdash, I guess. But you frame trap him, and that's all guaranteed on counter hit.
Yeah, it's like 10 or 11 frames interruptible, but it has a very good high crush properties, the forward 1. So even though it's not a true frame trap, it still beats a lot of highs and especially a lot of mids. So yeah, that's one of my favorite JoeCrush specials. So
yeah,
I'm glad I ended my run with that. That was very, very fire for me.
Yeah. I liked how you talked about here that you weren't even playing with the strings. You were just trying to get the wall position. I think there was a lot of temptation to interact with everything, but choosing your spot to interact and just defend and reduce damage. And it's the reason you got this in the first place, right? Like he couldn't find damage on you, so he started mashing.
Yeah, I mean, I could have got something big with the, ducks into launch, but, I just was just more worried about staying alive and not trying to die by anything. Because I know, especially with Book, he's really good at hit confirming down forward 1-4. That's like a super high level Jin strat.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to rep my time, get him in the corner, and you can decimate someone in a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
Jack in the corner.
That was a fantastic. Yeah. So that was for the people. That was the group stage. So that was after he had qualified out of the LCQ. That was his first. Well, it was one of his matches in the group stage. Now we're gonna hop back to the match that got him the qualification in the first place. Now it's a long grand final set, so we're gonna try not to pause too much and just run straight through it. But Joe gave me some notes on how he approaches the Akuma matchup here. So he talks about not interacting that much, just like a lot of blocking, not forcing your own game plan, just denying them the damage. He has this demon flip counter with the 2-jab up 1+2. But honestly, what surprised me is he talked about giving down 3 even if Akuma has meter. Because if that's the only way he's damaging you, no other pokes, no mids, no nothing, then he has to spend resources and it gets really hard for him to find other opportunities, right? If you don't give him while standing 2, if you don't give him demon flip stuff. So I thought that was a really interesting approach, and I wish I almost asked him for that because I was getting bodied by AK's Akuma. There's this float thing he was talking about. And then the reading down 4's note, I'll put it at the bottom, but it's going to show up later. But I'll let Joe take over and kind of talk about what he was thinking in the middle of this set as it happens.
Yeah, I mean, this is reminiscent of the Super Akuma in Saudi Gamers. I think it's even the same stage. So I just was thinking about my high-level Akuma experience in that regard. Knowing it's possible, knowing I'm capable.
Yeah.
I just read my same game plan. Then I just got a really bad seed planter, and luckily he didn't kill me for it. I was able to rep it a second time and really tested him.
Oh my god, yeah. The fact that he committed to his option.
But here I just stay composed and keep my distance. And I feel like he's locked in the corner, but if he tries to press me, Akuma range is short. So, while I'm in the pocket like that, I just abuse my own range and kill him with the blue one.
Yeah.
They're representing like the jabs, just slowly over time. Nothing doing too crazy, just like representing jabs and catching them.
You're talking about here, right, at the start of the round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of, especially I was watching high-level players like me, they take a quick sidestep right, or they might like dash under. But with Jack, I don't really trust my movement too much against it. So I just avoid it or just jab. Okay, and then here, just he get hit at the down 3, but I'm comfortable with that. We're evening it up.
I like the way you put it too. Yeah, like off the down 3, if he doesn't have like Atif level like perfect combos every time, you lost like a generic down forward 2 worth of damage, and he spent his meter. So I think you're right. That's pretty good.
And then he has to, work hard to get in range again. And Jack has, big character hitbox, so you start taking a lot of risks trying to open me up with down 3.
Mm-hmm. That was fire.
Here, yeah. I try to pull the Anakin. It was a little bit slow, but that's something that as Jack I can abuse. Like, Akumas are really comfortable just, trying to armor and threaten me. But I know from high level, Pakistan videos and some other stuff, like, you're actually very vulnerable to certain things, like, say, debug or even punishment, like exiting it, I could forward 1+2. I just felt there it was in kill range debug into blue upper.
You talked the blue upper's the Anakin? Is that what that was?
Yeah, I definitely copied that from him. Shout out Anakin.
Is it is it a true combo, or is it if they stay down?
If you do it fast enough, yes.
Okay,
but
so it's hard. It's
here,
hard.
Yeah. In hindsight, I probably should have done Raw Rising 4 because I was in range. That's mainly what you want to do. That's only if you're super close to the wall. Whereas, but debug, it's not always has super big range. So there's ranges where you can't get the Raw Rising 4, you blew upper instead.
Gotcha. And then that last read on the down 4 was super good. This is what I was talking about in the notes, is that like he has no meter. So me personally, I'm never ducking because I don't want to eat the while standing too. But you saw it as he needs this to come back to get something started. So obvious duck.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been Galaxy Brain for him to do a mid there, but like most times people don't think that far ahead. They're just trying to get something back, get into a meter range.
Right.
But I deny that.
That makes sense.
And also just comfortable with all these fuzzies. Really, I was trying to fuzzy the down 2 or down 1-2s like hella like.
Oh, you're looking to fuzzy low parry it?
Yeah, like I'm just comfortable in your face, like scaring him, and I'm baiting him to do like panic down 2s and down 1s. That's something I got a lot of mileage after Super Kuma.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like that's how I learned that from people playing Jack, and I see their defense, and it's the constant fuzzing, the constant check,
Yeah.
And oftentimes they fall into it, and it's just free damage.
So if audience, if you don't know, once Akuma has meter, it wasn't the case in that last round, but if Akuma has meter, his down jab, spending meter turns into a full combo. So it makes sense for Joe in this case to run up and play low parries, like because you down jab if somebody's attacking you, right? So Joe will run up like he's attacking, but instead throw low parries, and that's a really fascinating counter to that.
There I get him to the wall, testing my own cheese. I choose my right times. Trying to just stay alive here, doing a little bit of awkward things.
Ooh, you tried to whiff punish.
Yeah, that was tragic. I think you can punish it even harder, but I tried to get my 1-1s. That was like one of the few times it whiffs,
Why did he spend meter here? He just killed that.
It makes it safe. He wanted a safe launcher and still be alive.
Nice. A good thing I asked.
So even if I had blocked it, he would have been in my face to potentially hit a down 3 or just go into another mid,
So that makes sense. It sounds like the early 2 jabs you did made him so afraid to demon flip. So that's why he started doing, well, not the while standing 2 to kill earlier, and then while standing 2 spend meter to make it safe.
Yeah. And there, let's rewind that a little bit.
Yeah.
The back 1-2, that's just a super, not a scrub killer, but just a random move that just catches everyone just because it allows you to press in between.
Yeah.
And it's just one of the moves that people always want to press into.
And I think based on the style you were playing, it makes sense because you're playing, like you said, you're not playing. You're not doing a lot. You're just chilling. Little pokes, 2 jabs, jackhammers. It feels so safe. It lets the opponent fall into a pattern of like, oh, I know he's just going to play safe here. So the one time you do rip it, it's like, come on, man. How did that happen to me?
It was pretty risky. It's -14, and, Akuma can punish it pretty heavily.
Yeah.
But the damage off it is just really great. And it's one of my new Season 4 secret strats. So just glad I, threw it out one time and it worked out. That's something I learned from Joey. Just save that one thing for the one time and cash out,
Yeah.
So here he wants to get crazy in the Geese Howard stage, which is okay, But I'm just trying to abuse, like when people pick the counter pick stages, I try to just abuse it before they can,
Yeah, break the gimmicks, like the wall stuff.
Yeah, I try to I know it's kind of telling that you chose a stage for a reason.
Yeah.
So I play off of that too. Like I try to see what you want to do and just gather info and knowledge about your thoughts and your play style for this stage like that.
I feel the same. You used to pick Forgotten Realm on me all the time, and I would just demo man every time just to break it.
Yeah. I would recognize you're like demo fan with the quickness. Like the game plan completely changes on that stage. It's demo man first, you know. And then as a player, I'm like, I think I can manage it, but it's just if you're really looking for it and like you're pushing it like the entire time, it gets super scary and it's just hard to defend. And yeah, that's why I don't really pick that stage. You just take it. I'm not trying to give you free launchers, you know.
Oh, that is disgusting. What just happened to you?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't have the tech. I know you're supposed to sidestep left because it's fake, but I'm still treating it like it's real.
Nice step.
Awkward combo. I just go for some Oki.
You were getting so much off the 2-jab float. That's fire. I keep dying to that, but you're so on point. Like, did you do a lot of like Akuma specific labbing, or did you play like players to get this experience? Like, how did you do it to get so prepared?
Yeah, I mean, probably developed it against Big Bird mainly. Like, he's one of the first Akumas I started playing a lot, and that was just something that was super consistent. Also, just super like swaggy, super sick. And just squeeze in like big damage before the scaling gets too hard. Because you start off with a jab, but I still want to pack in all the damage. So as soon as I hit it, I just want to up 1+2.
That whiff punish was hard.
Yeah,
that was sick.
That's the thing. Another thing I learned in the Super Akuma matchup, just he's a little bit stubby, and I still have my range. So a lot of these keep out moves, I can just space it in the right moment and just catch him either with a forward 2 adds up or forward 2.
If he's not doing the forward 3, then like, yeah, I guess he is pretty stubby.
And then it's just crazy grab right there. I got super lucky that he didn't block it. That would have been rough.
The block is like frame perfect, right? Or pretty tight.
But people, I mean, I played Joey and he blocks it. Like it's possible. Yeah, the grab works. Just cash out on free damage.
And I don't think he got any wall breaks on you.
No, that's what I was saying. Like I like to abuse the stuff before you get to, you know.
Another amazing down 4 block. He has no meter. He needs the comeback. Same mentality. That's huge.
Yeah. Like, what else are you going to do here? I mean, it would have been a crazy read to just do a Rising 2, but that's almost like giving up in a sense, you know.
Yeah.
There, I'm just comfortable getting small pokes. I see, like, any little whiff. You know, I'm not trying to extend too hard into it, just a little something.
Right. You're not dashing and doing your mix-up. You're just playing this jousting with your, big 2-jab, right?
Yeah, like there again, I caught him with a flip and some more Oki. So, I mean, look at the position it puts me in, you know?
Yeah.
Another 2-jab, recognize it hits, immediate mix-up. Just, playing good spacing and on a little there.
Yeah.
Just basic stuff. Run up low parry. You do that every time with Tekken 7. At 8, we'll have a little more freedom.
Yeah.
It doesn't low parry, but just playing fundamental. I'm run up and, check all my things from my list I need to do to stay solid, which is low parry, sidestep,
So you're up 2-0 if you here. Sorry, go ahead.
And I was just saying, I'm comfortable if you get up because you're in my face with Jack. Like I can just continue my mixes, or just even bait you into throwing and panic, like getting up and panicking even more. So we're just keeping a cool head and picking my shots,
Yeah. So you're up 2-0 here, and I see that immediately AK at the start of the round started doing that forward 3. I'm not sure. I think, does he come back? Wow, another float. Does he come back 2 games and you win 3-2, or is it a 3-1?
3-1.
3-1, yeah. So he gets, I think, this game. I want to see if we can see where he got those opportunities and how you made that adjustment. I think I want to really lock in on that part, because that's the cool part. A lot of people get 2-0 leads and then get reverse swept, right? Whether it's nerves, whether it's game plan changing. So you were able to resist that, right? Like you drop the game here. Let's see how he does it, and then see how you're able to stop that.
Sure. Yeah. You definitely feel that the momentum switching, or you can't really just pull it or steal it like how you were. Like you come into a stopping point almost. So you got to find a new way to start winning again.
Okay. How did this launcher happen?
Yeah, let's check it out again.
Delay down forward 2. You do this, do nothing, and then.
Yeah, he's trying to, that's the thing. You sometimes try to play too big brain, dashing in the face with Jack, and people just hop kick you.
Yeah.
So I represent that as well.
On the other side of that.
Yeah. There, I mean, super optimized combo. I was so happy to hit that, in tournament when it was mattered.
Yeah, the blue hand flip over. Okay, you stay down again, so you don't get refloated or whatever.
Yeah. I can't deal with it too well, so let me just take the grounded. I'm trying to get a comeback. Honestly, backdashing is probably a bad choice.
That seed
And
planner
here,
was
just,
so good, but damn, I was like, well, debug's too slow. He'll see it. So what is he gonna do? Seed planner's
yeah,
faster.
that was pretty much the only thing I had, or if he just got hit by a mid. But
Oh, he dropped the
good
combo.
effort. Was it, yeah, I think he started duck that right there. He started to that was a good adaptation by him.
Oh, here where he does while standing too on and beats your forward too. Yeah.
Yeah, he escapes the punish, and usually you think it'd be fine, like it's 14, but out of range or just too slow or something like that. You see the tackle, and here my spacing is getting a little off. Like I'm starting to get clipped.
Uh huh.
Making
Yeah.
some reads. I'm not punishing the reads. Like I ducked the grab. I got nothing for it.
Okay.
Oh, here my spacing is just starting to fall apart a little bit. I'm not capitalizing.
And there's that forward three making it really annoying to space in the first place, right? Like here, he's forward threeing at this range. So if you want to beat him, you have to do the keep out early, like right about here. And that's why he does this one instead, trying to counter hit you. That's messed up.
Definitely picked up on that. He started throwing that hard. I was throwing out more mids. He's not trying to get ducked or anything.
Yeah. Forward three just to shut down that poking game that you were winning, I think.
And that forward one hits. I think he thought I was going to go in with a low, but I'm just staying solid.
That was a good low parry. He has 2 meter. I remember I was like, oh my god, no way.
Yeah. I got lucky. He drops a combo. Just slightly stiff.
Oh.
Burn the resources. Yeah, and like I said, like if I got to go out like that, I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's a good way to look at it because
shame.
I'm losing my mind. I'm like, please don't let it end like this. But you're like, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens, like, I was comfortable with it happening. I mean, that means like I would just go into the next game and you're just gonna have to find another spot to just meter dump and try to claw victory. I was like, okay, take that one. So let's set that the pace for it, and let me try to, deny it for the next one.
So here you take him to
like, even if
Forgotten
your
Realm.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, Forgotten Realm. This is something I wished I started earlier in Tekken 7. Luckily, I started doing it towards the end, but unless you're playing in certain matchups, Forgotten Realm is like the GOAT stage for Jack. You get too much damage off of everything, like very similar to Armor King. In fact, Armor King's the only character I don't like picking the stage. One of the few, both Kings probably, but
even Marduk.
Ooh, Marduk.
That counter hit low.
Yeah, no Marduk, no Marduk.
Yeah, no Marduk.
But if it's not a grappler, I'm taking him here because I'm a pseudo grappler.
Yeah, so you got all your grapples that break.
ones.
You got like combo extensions that are easy with like jackhammer or like back 1-2.
And my combos, they actually get super enhanced on the stage.
Yeah.
Like some people, it's like negligible or slight or even worse, like say like your Eddie player.
Yeah.
But Jack, he's complimented so well on the stage.
But this game went so slowly. It's like almost 60 seconds and we're just poking.
Yeah. I'm taking my time here, not doing anything, giving anything too crazy. Just kind of getting a feel for him and like trying to reverse the momentum,
Okay. So you came in with the attitude that, okay, I need to make some adjustments here.
Yeah, because here, I mean, this is the time to start the sweep,
Right.
And so I'm not trying to just give it to him immediately. I'm taking my time, making him earn it,
Yeah, and I like that. And you can see it, like you are playing some offense, but it feels a lot more like game 1 where you said just block, don't really play. Like you run up and do a grab, but other times you're running up doing nothing or just a 2-1. Very, very safe options.
Yeah, I'm not even doing any lows here yet,
Yeah.
Because especially on this stage, you just need one big moment with the floor break, Here I'm trying to catch him, see if I can get a big counter hit launcher with the maracas, I call them, the full crouch mids.
Yeah. Oh,
and I'm here, missing a few big moments. AK is doing a good job about stealing my resources here as well. Like that down 3, like earlier I forward 1+2 punished it, but I forgot what that move's called, but look at him, a big wall bounce into floor break, It could have put me in the lead, but
that one, yeah.
Just a little stiff, No, the down 3.
Oh, down 3. The whiff punish, you mean? Like this one?
Right here. Boom.
Yeah.
I could hit him right there. And then, he gets a little more antsy. I go in. I get antsy because I was like, it's time running down. I could hit that.
Yeah.
And yeah, just good keep out jump. It's my opportunities there. You can't show them a shot. Yeah, I'm trying to go for the 1-hit KO. I'm not stopping. So yeah, back to trying to get that.
Whiff punish.
This was a great adaptation by him. This is something I'm scared to abuse it too much against certain players. There's multiple ways you can beat it, and here he's starting to adapt and learn how. Okay, lucky break there, messed up the combo. Eating it down 3 off top 2 into rip. But I'm still my game plan. I'm still like, annoying you in awkward times, throwing out my up back 1+2s, but here just making some, you know, day one errors, just going low like that. You know,
Yeah,
that's why I don't like to do it. It's just I would immediately try it and I started to die. You know,
oh, that was lucky.
lucky there.
Even
A little bit of a jack cheese.
Even not just low, you went mid and he jumped over it. So like, I guess it's more like back to doing nothing, right? Is that a punish?
Yeah. No. I think I caught him maybe trying to low parry. Yeah, I think he was ducked down there trying to low parry.
He moved a bit, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not even really going that hard for low parries, but look at them already still trying to do that.
Yeah.
That was a fun little bit of a fumble, but I was trying to do wall splat with 4-3-2.
Right.
But you know, recognize the fumble, just try to keep it going. And there, like again, more lows. Like really haven't been going that hard with it, but you know, people on Jack defense, they don't care. They rep it every single time.
Yeah.
You know, they throw in those fuzzies.
Now, this was crazy because you chilled out when you needed to, like, right? Like he jumped and you weren't forcing an attack. And then you went for an attack on your advantage and he just had that low parry. Like you were saying, it's just a anti-Jack default, I guess, right?
Yeah, that you really gotta eat that anti-Jack default because they're not gonna stop.
That was so important.
Yeah, that was huge because I didn't show him I was trying to low parry. I just at the right moment I was like, let him hit it.
Oh my god, he griefed. Holy moly.
Yeah, that was a scramble. But again, he meter dumped trying to win, and I'm like, okay, now that's out the way. I let you use up your resources. I'm chilling. Let's do this, you know.
No, that was so huge.
And he was getting better grabs. Sidestep finally starts to work because I'm like, okay, I'm getting some jabs, but I don't do too much, and I throw out some sidesteps.
Nice flash ducks on these the grab attempts.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. I'm doing my own fuzzies against Akuma. You know, like I've learned that very well playing people, so I've adopted their defense in certain matchups. But just fuzzies, like I'm not gonna get hit by anything big like the Rising 2. You know.
Right. Oh, there's the exact thing you're talking about, low parrying the down jab, the down 2. Yeah. And then he jumped.
Again, yeah, don't go out with the low. Don't do day one stuff. Of course you want to do low here. Just set mid check, stay solid, and luckily it wall splatted for me, and I was quick enough to get that.
Yeah. And it was looking ugly. It was up 2 rounds, and now suddenly it's back off of like honestly clutch low parries. I think this is the clutch factor you were mentioning, right? Like, you know, sometimes you play solid. Go ahead.
Yeah, I started off my whiff punish right there, and then I just dash up in his face, a little low, and I'm just in his face, pressuring him, getting him scared, and he defaults to like the jump, and you know I'm ready for it every time with the jab. I throw out the big mid wall splat there too, and no one was ducking it all night. Felt free to just throw it out.
Which was the mid wall splat here?
Crouch down forward 1.
Oh yeah. The same thing that
yeah.
Who did it kill earlier? Did it kill Book?
Yeah, it was a different version, but it was like the 3-hit counter hit string.
Oh yeah. Off of the two hits into the third one.
Yeah, this one's natural, but more obvious, you know. And there, of course, you need the down 3 to come back, make something happen. I think he had a bar there too, so just obvious him in your face. You need this low.
No, that was fire because you low parried this low, right, to win the set. But that wasn't the only one. It was like here he did a desperation toe kick, and then I think here you get low parries to save the game too. Like just
at the wall, yeah.
Like
I think he tries to panic at the wall.
He has 1 meter here. Yeah, you get the low parry. So very, very clutch to pick up on that and not second guess it, right? Like not move away from it just because it was working so much. I know some people will get something that works and then stop doing it because there's like no way he'll fall for it again, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was really something I was representing the entire set, but I still didn't waver towards the end, and of course, finally he was about to let it rip. So it's a good thing I checked it. I kept on checking it. And he was pretty good about saving it towards the end, but I never stopped. He never gave me a reason to.
That was fire. That was really cool. So this was the match that qualified you for the LCQ or for the finals. This was the grand final. You got the number 1 spot, made it into the finals. We saw your match with Book in the finals. Now let's go to the match that people were probably waiting for. So this is JDCR, and afterwards is ARSLAN Ash. And unfortunately, these are hand cam footage, so it won't be the best quality, but they're still very much worth looking at because they're absolutely incredible matches. So, have you played JDCR before?
In tournament, no, but he comes to online, and I mess around with him online.
Yeah.
I did mess around with him one time, King in ranked.
Uh
I hit him with RDC and I kite charged on him, and I got 1 game out of 10.
huh.
And
Out of
so I'm pretty
10.
sure I got on his nerves. Yeah, yeah, he whooped me with King.
Yeah.
And then also recently he was just doing sets, and I just wanted to try out the Geese. But obviously he didn't want to because he was playing sets. But we did a quick versus 2 with Geese, and after that he packed me on my way out. He beat me 2-0.
Yeah.
Just wanted to try it out, like test out these monster Tekken fundamentals
Yeah. Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
like my 2D. And it was still really good. He's still really good in that matchup. He beat me 2-0, so I kind of saved the Jack. I didn't show him the Jack at that time. Maybe it would have gone a bit different.
No,
But
I
I
think that
did.
was smart. I think that was smart based on what we
Yeah.
saw or what we're about to see. So,
Yeah, yeah. It necessarily wasn't my intention either. I just wanted to try out the Geese during that time. But
got you.
here at the LCQ, it was just all Jack.
So what I what I want to just point out is that the very start of the match is hard to see, but the brightness eventually adjusts and it ends up being very watchable. So we'll get started.
Yeah.
So you fought as Armor King when you were fighting as Geese?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
pretty sure. And yeah, I mean, just the movement was like super, super great. Just like the timing, like he just played great Tekken, and like didn't even allow me to touch him really. It just really felt the fundamentals in full power.
So with that in mind, I'm curious to hear how you tackle fighting him here. So Cave of Enlightenment, round 1, again, a bit hard to see, but it's going to get easier as time goes on. And it looks like you're just doing your normal thing of like 2 jabs, a few full crouches, but punch parry.
Immediately, yeah, he's ready. 'Cause I'm just doing the things I know that will beat the, things that he did to beat Saint, like the side steps and the micro fuzzies.
So you watched
So I'm
him
just-
fight Saint.
Yeah, I mean, I believe we all did, for the years on end, and then
Right.
most recently the ATL tournaments, see how he played in those.
So you,
I just
I
also
guess that's
seen-
what I was asking, is you like pre-scouted to review before you fought him?
Yeah, I definitely was watching his latest tournament runs.
Nice.
I watched him. I think he was at that one tournament. I forgot what it was. It was like where Galgonji got second.
Mhm.
He had some pretty decent runs in there. But I've just scouted out him a bit. I'm a fan. I've just watched him casually.
And this looked like a really, really good like textbook play, right? You play your forward 1, you don't really have frame advantage, right? But you can still move.
-5, yeah.
Yeah. So the sidestep right beats the down 4-4, and you just ripped it. It seemed like you were convinced that he was going to mess up.
Yeah, I mean, it beat so many options. I was just pretty sure he was going to press something there and to let it rip.
And better to wait than eat like a counter hit, right? On like, or like a delay timing, and he does like down 4-2 or back 1, right?
Yeah. Or just something that
and
tracks that way.
he did the same thing to you. That was the crazy part. He does down forward 4, and then he walks left immediately.
Yeah, see, just the one moment you do something that they've been beaten for years and it starts to crumble.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that's my fault. Especially at that angle, I should have known better. I started to adapt a little bit. I was like, okay, you're gonna be in the corner, and of course, the way to get out, side step left. That one was I was just playing super slow.
Yeah.
And he was starting to build a comeback, and you saw even on hit, I was minus. I did a cheeky little Loda. I'm gonna catch you. You know what I'm saying? Being super unpredictable.
No, that's what I loved about this last round is that you spent the whole first round playing so slow, right? Let me find it again. I think this is really worth looking at. So JDCR is in kill range after this combo, and you slow it down after this.
Yeah,
Oh,
after
sorry,
I did
no,
my
you-
options to check him at the wall.
I was wrong here. You
he
did not
slips
slow it
out.
down. You played really fast. There was a part I saw where you were, I think, moving at him, and he was doing a bunch of fuzzies. But right here, you played super slow here, and then I think that change of pace really came through at the very, very end. Yeah, here. Look at his
Yeah.
fuzzies. I'm sure you saw it too, right? Like you're dashing at him, and he's putting in these low parries for the down back 1.
Yeah, that's all data I get by doing nothing instead of
Yeah.
just doing the, scenario 1 low. You know what I'm saying? So I'm reading all of that, during this time.
And I think that's really cool. I think a lot of players, me included, can often overlook those kinds of things because I'm so focused on trying to employ my offense or look at like making a defensive read. But you're taking in all of that information and all the fuzzies, and now you can tell there are 2 fuzzies right here. This is the part I was looking for. He has like lethal. He does 2 fuzzies there. Then he starts hitting you, and you're just chilling. And you've convinced him you were going to do nothing, and then you do the down back 1.
It makes
So
sense, you know what I'm saying? But of course, I'm not going to give it to you.
So fire. That was really, really cool. Huge whiff punish, though.
Especially after being so calm and to be so brazen, like after that,
Yeah. Just a regular dash up, down back 1. Brazen is a good way to put it.
And then here, I'm just, playing my position. I mean, I do the side switch, play the little back turn games. And, you know, I get him scared. He thinks I'm going to do low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's expecting scenario 1 jack.
And this is the same thing that beat AK. You get the full crouch and then you do the single hit into the natural combo wall splat.
And also another thing, I'm pretty sure I hit confirmed, and this is something I learned late into the game's life as well, is that full crouch down forward 2, you could very easily hit confirm
Really?
forward 1.
Dang, that's awesome.
So something I wish I knew earlier, because the implications of it being hit confirmable, it's so good. Like,
yeah,
the mix-ups become even that much more deadly at the wall jack, like it needed more, you know?
Yeah.
And there I got a lucky grab. I decided to cash out my rage art.
That makes sense, I think, because Jack is going to need like 2 interactions anyways. Might as well get the most damage possible and then make it pay off.
Plus the Oki, you know, I was like, that's probably the best option there.
It looks like you're just letting him do forward neutral too, and as long as you don't get counter hit, you don't really care.
Yeah, same thing with like the Akuma. Like, I'm okay eating lows. You know, you're really gonna have to try to open me up before I open myself to getting hit by like mids. You know.
Yeah. I know Shadow
just,
20Z treats lows as chip damage, and it sounds like that's a similar approach you have.
And here I'm starting to get the pressure. I'm trying to start to lock him down, like not let him escape. A lot of 2 jabs, a lot of side step with him too. A lot of up back 1+2 to catch him. I've managed to keep him in the corner here, but
This
I get a
dude is
little too
nasty.
predictable. Yeah, I felt a little sus about throwing that one out. I was like, I probably shouldn't do it a 3rd time.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And of course, he was JDCR. He was so ready. Did full Armor King combo to kill. That was fire. In the moment, I'm like, that's fire. That's fire.
Maybe that's a way to avoid the nerves. I know people feel like they'll choke and be like, "Oh man, I screwed up," but he's like, "Nah, that was fire," and then moving on.
Yeah, because I totally understood. I'm like, I shouldn't have done that, and so of course he capitalized. And at the moment, I'm just like, you know, I'm a fan. That was good. But here was big stuff. Again, another big combo.
It looks so
Luckily
over.
he did luckily he did a JD combo and like left me with a little bit of life to live.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Finally, all that forward dashing paid off, and that was just one of my classic Oki setups. It's like an Anakin moment where he just blows you up out of nowhere with just such smart and methodical placements.
Yeah.
Like, of course, he's probably doing what here. I was like, I need a low to come back here. I need it. But like, I know that too, so I'm not gonna go for it, you know. So I probably surprised him, especially with the big mid.
Yeah. Oh, you were saying that most people would probably go low here to start a comeback, so you just go mid.
Yeah.
Nice. What I wanted to point out is that this reminded me of that book set where you're left at like 1 pixel, and I want everybody to look at the timer, 38 seconds. Absolutely nothing. And there's an amazing read here. You do a fuzzy low block, it just happens to whiff, but you would have blocked it, right? So that was cool. But then again,
just like my spacing already covered that for me.
Yeah. And then 5 seconds you do nothing and chill, then you run in with a mid, and then it's just rolling that situation over. So like the patience to hold your 1 HP like death percentage is, I think, a huge part of the clutch factor as well. Like your ability to find the low parries and insist on them when you can feel that they really need it, and then being willing to sit at 1 pixel even if you might die.
Yeah, and then here after that, I just really followed through with like, you know, Jack's my main. I have a lot of setups and I know a lot of the routes, so I believed in my sidestep 1 there, even though it felt like a weird choice because if he attack rolled blocked, I'm +5. He stays down on the ground, it hits.
Talking about this sidestep 1 here, right? Yep.
Yeah. If I get lucky, he mashes into it and I kill, you know?
Yeah. Mashes and then the sidestep 1 launches.
Yeah, like it'll just, because since I space it and it's like coming from downtown, it'll just make you whiff, you know?
Right. So like from here, no get up kick he does is going to hit. And you get that.
Yeah, I don't even dash up. I immediate sidestep 1, you know?
Yeah.
And then I really just final, you know, burst. I test him with the low, you know, hard input too. And I just had the full confidence to like let it rip. And luckily I did, because if I didn't, I might have given him a little bit too much time to
that last debug.
Period. Yeah, I remember seeing his reaction after he hit it. He was like, "Oh, just so disappointed with himself," you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's obvious.
It's important too because you played so chill. So the fact you went for the obvious low is kind of a like pocket sand, you know? Like,
yeah. It was reminiscent of that one where I did the bracing down back 1. I just went for it with full confidence.
Yeah. So here I noticed when I watched this set that he starts running in with the chain grabs. He starts playing a lot more offense, kind of like testing your ability to keep him out.
Yeah. You recognize that him playing on the defense wasn't going to work.
Right.
I wasn't giving him anything. Okay, and yeah, here he just really starts opening me up. Like, look, he's starting to use down 3, you know? That was really good because I wasn't really afraid of blows when he's in my face like that.
Then chain grab again.
Yeah, these start to add up.
This character's messed up. Look at that. That's like 45%.
At least King, you have to be at least King, you have to be good to do the Weiwu. This is just regular. And here I'm trying to fish for something big, but no dice. I mean, he's starting to like push me out, instead,
Well, it looks like you were fishing for something big, and then you immediately recognized it wasn't working, and now you just start doing quick pokes. And look at how much damage. I got
plenty of time.
That was like a chain grab worth of damage you got back off just pokes. That was huge.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the time's running down. I got the life lead like this. Is like, I just like to, play really basic and see what I can get,
Yeah.
Even though I'm losing and I don't really have a winning recipe right now, I'm just playing basic, seeing what I can do, And then here, I'm still not. That was a misinput. I don't even know what I was trying to do there.
Probably debug or something.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, maybe just a messed up backdash or something.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But he's ready for it. Like I said, he's trying to be more offensive, like throw out these hop kicks. And then he's recognizing the chain throws are working. He's just gripping me up.
Wow, 4-4 neutral 2. Jeez. So a nasty 3-0
really got steamrolled
off of JDCR's aggression. So that's cool context, because I think that makes this last game even cooler to see how, well, spoiler, you won the LCQs, how you make the comeback, right?
It's a little bit of a spoiler alert. Yeah.
So what I saw in my notes is that you have these cool moments where you sacrifice a punish to do like a setup, and then you notice his fuzzies and see that as a window to play mid checks. But let's see if I missed something. Maybe there's more,
Sure. So he's starting off here like, I know I need to open him up. He's not gonna do too much. So I start to go a little bit on offense. Like on minus, I throw out a forward one,
Yeah, you're talking about the very first one, right? Right here.
Yeah. So I established early on, like I'm ready to duke it out with you this game.
Yep.
I'm not gonna be too chill.
Forward one.
And he's trying to look for a low meaty. He's expecting me to start my day one jack pressure,
Oh, you're talking about these fuzzies he's doing.
Yeah, but I hit him with the mid. The very first mid, I interrupt, he goes for a low parry. Like, he's really just trying to kill me with some day one stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that. Let's look at that. Oh, right there. The down forward one.
So that's something I really like establish in my jack end plays, like mid into mid. Like, really check him.
I did not catch that. That's cool.
I got a lucky block on the down one there. He's not fuzzing. But here, like, straight into the aggression, not even like 20 seconds, and he's doing like 5 forward 4 neutral 2s, grabs,
Yeah.
They probably try to get something big. I'm not biting. Another thing, like trying to get something big, keep me out.
Oh no, no chain grabs. That's a horrible situation. Waking up there, it always feels terrible.
So we were really clashing heads there,
Yeah,
it really came out on that one. But there's just some moments like we got some trades. I didn't get anything too huge for it, but he was able to just keep on the pressure. 1-4-2, annoying. Here I'm starting to represent some mids because I know I'm starting to throw that grab a lot.
Yeah, you're trying to keep out his grab. Nice. There we go.
I'm trying to, position switch too. I finally suss out a low here. I mean, just felt it out over time. It was just letting too many hit. He felt too comfortable throwing them.
Right.
And here he's looking for the grab.
Yeah.
I meant to. That was a misinput as well. I meant to do immediate blue debug.
The debug,
but like,
right?
We got in range.
At least he got hit.
Happened a few times.
Oh my goodness! And now he plays jab to stop you, and then immediate down 3. Jeez.
Yeah. It's the aggressiveness right there.
And this jab is kind of a callback to that game 1 situation, right? He does down forward 4 on block, right? So last time he walked your jackhammer to the left. This time he just throws a jab. What did you try to jackhammer? Oh, you tried to jackhammer. I think.
Yeah, because the wall's there to his left. I think I might be able to stuff him in there, but
yeah, that was such good awareness from him, low key, like to put the jab there, even though he didn't have the frames. My lord.
And whiff down for it too. I'm so lucky he didn't get anything huge.
Yeah.
Here he's like, that's a common thing. A hop kick would have hit there a lot. He's like ducks, and then he tries to interrupt my frames or something, but...
Oh my god. These were fuzzies on your down back 1, right? That he's doing?
Yeah, he's really trying to kill me for going low here,
Yeah.
Really trying to shut me out. But I'm not biting.
Oh my god. The fact he didn't get a combo here was so big. Oh, but he gets a low parry anyways, so I guess he does get a combo.
Yeah.
What is he...
And then the nerves,
Yeah. Even the best in the world get nervous. That is crazy.
Yeah, there I represented a different Oki option. Last time I did sidestep one. This time sidestep debug really works well there too.
Ah, I see.
I think I even used it versus Super Kuma in Gamers 8. It's
Nice.
just a situation that just works really, really well often.
I see.
Even though it seems pretty risky.
Right. God, this counter hit was crazy.
I'm
Right?
so grateful I didn't get counter hit there.
Yeah. And he
And then
stopped
just
hop
mid-check.
kicking because you kept blocking them, so you were able to go low 3 times in a row.
Yeah, on some distance too, And give him no really time to guess either. It's like all my mix-ups I'm enforcing on hit,
He keeps
There,
playing
I
this
finally
forward
bait the
forward
hop
neutral
kick.
2 and this. Oh yeah, you got that punish on the hop kick. That was really good. He keeps playing forward forward neutral 2 and back 4, but it looks like you're just taking the forward forward neutral 2s and ignoring it, so the back 4 doesn't hit.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get styled on, I'm
Okay,
comfortable hitting those
You
twos.
needed those. Oh, tip range.
Yeah,
Down 4-2 is so good.
Like, look how we're clashing heads. He got up, counter hit me,
There's the setup. There's the beautiful setup.
What was he trying to do? I think he was trying to run up giant swing or something.
I don't know. So, well, same situation as before. He does the hop kick, and you just punished him for that. So instead, you do this one, and it kind of looks like it's a mistake. So he runs up and does down forward 4, I think, or CD4.
Or down. That's the 4 kick, yeah.
Yeah. But you said it's only like -2 on block, right? So you had a lot of time to trap it, to like clip him coming in.
It looks very slow and big, but you can see he thought he had time to run up.
Yeah, and nobody's doing it, so.
Yeah, but I immediately ripped it to catch him.
Yeah, that was sick. Oh my god, huge low pair. What did you just do? A down 4?
Yeah, I throw out my own fuzzy mid check, and I just fuzzy again, just playing super solid.
Right. Because he'd have to like immediate hop kick or something to beat that fuzzy, right? So like that's not
something crazy. Little cheeky low there. I'm just starting to chip him. Like, this is like, I'm winning position. Every little chip here matters.
Yeah. And what's crazy is he's not throwing the counter hit down forward 2, or you've already shut down his hop kick like 3 times, so he's probably afraid to do it. Oh.
Here I get clipped.
Oh my god.
I really reached there with a get up 3. I tried to do a delay get up 3.
Yeah.
But he played like the lockdown situation,
Yeah.
4-4.
That was so good.
Yeah. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I was just like, this was fire because like you said, you're scrapping the whole time, and then sometimes he tries to get a hop. Yeah, sometimes he tries to get a hop kick on you, so you just block. So it's so hard to tell whether you're trying to control him or just block or take the lows. Like, you've shown so many different modes of play. So here, if you just swing, and as long as he doesn't get a sidestep down forward 2 or sidestep back 1 or sidestep hop kick, which you've already shown that he should be afraid to do, the hop kick, you just beat him up.
Yeah, all those frames are like, they're really, really well. Like the trade was super, super lucky. I mean, that was crazy. But I immediately go into I want to be the aggressor here. I hit him with 2 jab. And at that time, I could tell him he's panicking because he's really trying to do a lot. He got hit twice on my +9.
Right.
I don't really know what he's trying to do, but I know he's trying to do something. So I just chose to lock him down there. I do another 2-1.
Right here, right? Like he shouldn't be getting hit because they're just, stand block moves, but he's clearly moving or something.
Yeah, so I could suss out a little bit of the panic,
That makes a lot of sense. You sensed his panic by the fact he was getting hit by moves that you can just stand block, right? Mm-hmm. Fire stuff.
So, yeah. And then I just end it with like just the best solid jack, like a 2-1 and the forward 1. And you'll see there at the very end, like he tries to sidestep jab. But I'm so confident in just letting it rip, I give him no time to.
Yeah.
And all my options are very, like, the 2-1's only minus like 2 or 3 as well. Like,
it's slow mo. I didn't even notice. Yep, sidestep jab. And forward 1 is so good for that. So yeah, that was a really good set to 2-1 JDCR, especially after the game 2 where he 3-0'd you. Incredible adjustment. And it was like multiple adjustments during. Yeah. But
it happens a lot when I fight high level players. Like, I'll win the first game. The second game I kind of get stomped, but I lull them into a sense of false security,
Yeah.
And then surprise them in the third one.
So here we have the final match. Unfortunately, even lower quality, but at least the camera's pretty stable. Yeah. This is...
Yeah, we got it from the trenches, so sorry about that one.
So this is the tournament the day before the LCQ. That's why ARSLAN Ash is in it, is because he was already in the finals, obviously. So he had no need to compete in the LCQ. But it's a fire match, and I take a lot of pride in it because me and Joe have played so much Jack Noctis that the basic stuff isn't going to work. And I'll talk a bit more about my perspective of how I fight Joe since the game is over and like, you know, Noctis is in. I feel comfortable sharing this so I'm not like spoiling your tournament, you know, goals.
Yeah, you held it in for a minute. You know.
So let's watch the match, and afterwards I'll talk about how I would have approached it. Obviously, I have like years of experience, and ARSLAN has, you know, his Noctis is pretty new. He hasn't fought Joe, so this is no dig at ARSLAN at all. But you know, I gotta flex my expertise when I can.
One thing I want you to do is turn up the volume so we can hear the conversation me and ARSLAN were having.
Oh, you guys are talking during?
About you as well. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
See if you can hear it. If that's possible. Oh no, it's in the very beginning.
Very beginning. Let's see.
Yeah, like before the game starting.
Try to remember something from those sets from Dallas.
Do you have any audio?
I never played Noctis.
Oh, so he says, sorry, I can't show the audio over Discord, I guess, but he's saying, trying to remember something from the sets in Dallas, and then let me see what ARSLAN says.
I never played Noctis.
It's after this one. After this.
I know, but just playing you in general.
That I never played Noctis versus Jack, or you.
I play a lot of PhiDX.
Yeah.
I play a lot of PhiDX though, you say, and he says, yeah.
I saw the eye roll as soon as I said PhiDX.
I watching?
Huh? No, I said as soon as you said PhiDX, your eye rolled.
Oh, I rolled.
Yeah.
He said, as soon as you said PhiDX, your eyes rolled, and he said, I roll.
I saw, I said PhiDX, it was like quick, like, oh, that guy.
That's so
It was funny. It was funny.
That's really funny.
No, I mean, I just saw something. It was funny.
No, that's super funny. It's funny because we're so friendly when we hang out. I didn't know he felt that way. I'll remember that, ARSLAN. No,
well, I mean, I think just...
He's probably gotten so much
win
shade for that match, you know?
I mean, you made it pretty huge, and it's probably his most stingful loss, you know?
Yeah.
One of them up there.
Yeah, you know.
I don't think many people have done a backflip on him, you know?
And it probably feels worse because, I promise, guys, we'll get to the match, but it probably feels worse because when we played after, like when I flew to Burbank and kind of sniped their hotel, he like 35-3'd me. Like he destroyed me in every first to 5 we played. So it probably feels even worse. Like, I can't believe I let that happen in tournament, you know? But
yeah.
And again, no shade to ARSLAN. ARSLAN fans, we are ARSLAN fans too, okay? We all are huge fans of ARSLAN. This is no shade. All right.
It's just the rivalry. It's just the competition.
Yes.
You know, it's all part of the game.
That's how good he is. We take pride in the wins because he's so good. Anyways, let's check out the Noctis match. So it's going to be hard to see, but I'm going to try and narrate what I can. ARSLAN loves mid-poking on Noctis aggressively. And I've noticed that's the number one style difference from me is I do a lot of... But he also throws forward too, which is crazy. I'll do a lot of backdashing. So ARSLAN likes to pressure with the hitboxes and the movement. I like to pressure with the whiff and the counter hit threat. So what's interesting to me is seeing how Joe deals with that interactive style. Questionable choice going for the punishable 2-2 back 2, and then great jackhammer timing to kill. My thought right away is that Joe is not uncomfortable playing at a fast speed, right? He's not brand new to that idea. In fact, that was what I was going to say, is that when I fight Joe, it feels like my best bet of winning is not trying to beat him in the clashing heads, like you're saying, right? I'm not going to try to compete with you where you have the nerves of steel, the willingness to do stuff like that. What?
Yeah.
Just block. Oh, you blocked the demo man. I didn't see the demo man block. I was like, did he just do forward too? But yeah, like just clutch fuzzies, clutch blocks. He's paying attention to movement. So my plan against Joe has always been give as little data as possible, stand far away and do nothing, and make him come to hit me. And in Tekken 7, like Joe has said, it's so hard to reliably hit people and kill them, especially going low. So Joe would rather do nothing as well, as my understanding is. So when I play Noctis against him at this point, like in the latest stages of the game, I would literally do nothing, make him come to me. Even if I got the wall, I wouldn't force offense. I would just stand there and I'd be like, okay, maybe I'll down 3 once or down forward 1. Yeah. And to me, that was the only consistent strategy to get to Joe, because his infighting is just so deadly. Oh my God. Like right there. Anyways, you were about to say something.
Yeah, something I definitely recognized against you. It's definitely the comfortable doing nothing aura, you know what I'm saying? It's like really scary.
Yeah.
And then once you really force me, like, okay, I really have to open you up with lows, and coming in against up forward 1, or just sidestepping with your movement, like really hard. Yeah. Let alone if he can even catch you with the backdashes, you know?
Yeah. I can't believe ARSLAN went for the rolls there.
Yeah, those probably like last ditch efforts,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like honestly a scrub attack. I saw low high jabbing it every single time.
Yeah, low high did down jab. It's a bit harder for actually Jack can down back one it every time.
Okay, nice.
Not relevant anymore, but oh, if you hit confirm that would have been crazy. The
Yeah.
oh
That
no,
one's
you
not
have to do
confirmable,
down
that's
full crouch
mid.
down forward 2, right?
Yeah, that one I was really hoping he would match into a sidewall combo. That
I see.
probably would have killed.
I
was like a
just
last-ditch
realized they're
effort.
different punches. Full crouch down forward 1, and then the 2 is the 2-hit one, right?
Yeah.
Grab attempt. Arslan's breaking those. Yeah, making the 2-2 whiff. It's such a weird Noctis thing. Like, because Noctis never, like, realistically should never whiff, I feel like it makes the player just whiff from farther. What the heck was this down forward 2? He did back 2, and then he tried to move at -9.
Yeah. Caught him sidestepping there.
And I personally think Jack is really comfortable just throwing down forward 2 against Noctis because the 14 frame punish isn't that deadly, right? Would you agree with that, or do you disagree?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing too crazy. It's not a wall split or anything, so it's not like certain matchups where you really have to be afraid to throw it out.
Dang, he got that awesome low parry and then did a standing 3.
I don't know what that was. Up forward 3?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
then
here
this
that was a
down.
throw by him. He really should have just took me not ducking the high and kept on living, but maybe he expected me to mash or go in, because he is one poke away.
I see a lot of Pakistan Noctis is doing this roll into Demo Man, but it looks like you got the backdash off. You had the duck, and then that was a clutch backdash to make the clean hit whiff.
I even like crouched in his face right before.
Yeah.
But maybe he just really thought he had it.
Yeah, I guess. And I guess the part that I feel like he was missing, because he had pretty good moments like with his regular poking and then hitting forward 1+2. And I thought that was all good. I think when he had the life deficit, he thought he had to make the comeback. That was the other adaptation I was making against you when I was doing nothing, is even if I was behind, I would just sit there and do nothing. And I'm like, is Joe really going to run the timer out to the last second? And sometimes you would. But there were other times where I was like, oh, he's going to try and just poke me to get me to do something and I can find my opportunity. And I think ARSLAN didn't have the, years of fighting you to figure that out.
Yeah, for sure.
What a jackhammer.
He just probably thought he had to go in and get something, but I mean, Noctis doesn't have a ton of matchups, so I can kind of suss out what he wants to do. Plus, I just stay moving,
Yeah. Oh my God, you got him again. What was this? 1-2, and then what does he do? Backdash. Oh, you clip his backdash. One thing I learned very early is I hate picking infinite against you and Joey, because something about the infinite stage makes you guys really lock into the fact that Noctis has like a weak comeback factor. So I need the walls when I fight you guys, because I can put your back to the wall and at least make some pressure exist, instead of here where like you can literally just backdash for the whole game and be okay. What a parry. What the
That was pretty crazy.
His poking is so good, and his I love how he does poke move. That was something my gameplay was always missing, I think.
Let's go over that.
Yeah. Did he try to
here,
punch parry?
I know Noctis, he has everything in this game. He has all the parries and stuff. But it's something, I've been experimenting with that string, and you could slightly delay it to mess up people's timing.
I think
I
feel like you hit me with that one time too. It's like I tried to punch parry and you delayed it.
Yeah, so it's super big mind brain play. Like, you did the right thing, but like not right enough,
Yeah, I guess like it takes getting your ass beat by it to figure out that exists, right?
Yeah.
But then this was
so
crazy
ready.
too. This he whiffed again, the big 2-2 whiff.
Again, I'm comfortable playing that spacing game, and you've really conditioned me to know the spaces for Noctis. So they get a little bit too overzealous thinking they can do that.
They do. Oh, I like your discipline here to not go for the launch in case he rips the second down 2-2. That move is so dumb.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I blocked it. He's gonna do it. Let me get a little quick low poke.
Yeah, that was smart. I think that's the move. If you can't get anything, at least you can take the low poke.
Yeah. I even get up, so it's not like situation one. I'm just like, oh, you did nothing. Let me go back down there.
Yeah, he's rolling again.
Pakistani Noctis roll.
Oh, I love this too. People, inexperienced defenders against Noctis will give a lot of respect to this string extension. But I've gimmicked people too many times with one hit up forward 1, right? Or like one hit up forward 1. So you pick
yeah.
full crouch low, which is faster than his down 2 and would beat the up forward 1. I think that was amazing coverage.
Yeah, I'm glad I got down there super fast to beat up down 2, you know?
Because if you hesitate, it's cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, jab. Full
And then I have
crouch.
to start guessing again.
Ooh, you hit me with this all the time. This is so funny. I do down 3, and then I'll either try a movement into a button, or I'll try a button right away, and you'll either forward 2 me, or just rip it down forward 2. So I loved that came out. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that
I
before.
was really testing him with that, but he wasn't biting, especially on the forward 2s. I was expecting him to try to do the up forward 1 like you do, but
Yeah.
you know, he's letting me get away with a lot. He wasn't capitalizing on, like you especially. You would read into it and start ducking and launch punishing wires in Q2.
Yeah.
But I never had to make that adjustment for him.
And no
versus
whiff
him, it was
punish
free
here
attempts.
too, which for me feels like the main appeal. You would pick Noctis in the first place, right? Like, but
Not a lot of down forward 2s.
it's also the tournament before, so like ARSLAN probably jet lagged. He's not like as locked in as he would be for the finals, so that makes a lot of sense. But like, yeah. Oh no!
And I just test him. Too many people have, gotten up for free, like thinking I won't do it. I'm like, I'm gonna play situation 1, and you might overthink this too much, expect me to do something, but I'm just gonna make you hold it.
Yeah, like if they stay down, what do you hit them with? Sidestep 1, debug, what else?
It's a little inconsistent. Lately, I've been going for like debug to really capitalize on them staying down every time.
Yeah.
But like a dash up, down back 4 is good.
Okay.
Or just catch that or move with them tech rolling and do forward forward 3.
Yeah. Okay, so you do have a
Also
lot of
lately-
options, but obviously none of them would have killed him here.
Yeah. For something very very like safe and consistent, I do down 2-1 because it'll catch them getting up like that for a little mini combo.
Oh, yeah, the down jab into the low sweep thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and the low will just clip them on Oki. So
you have a safe,
low damage,
consistent
but
damage
consistent.
option.
Yeah, and I could have gone for that, but he was in kill range, and I really felt like he might tested me thinking I was gonna go too big brain. So yeah, I just played it simple. I'm like, you're gonna give it to me, you're gonna give it to me.
No, I love that. And like, you don't die for trying, right? So like, that's so huge. You don't die for trying. You're on infinite. You can run away from Noctis. You know the spacing. Like, I thought that play made total sense. And that's what I like about your clutch moments. They're not ridiculously dumb or anything like that. They make sense.
Unless they need to be.
Huh?
Unless they need to be.
Right. But like, they generally make sense in the context of what you've been seeing on the screen. Like, you are locked into every micro movement, every fuzzy, and I think it clearly shows in your performance and things like that. So thanks so much for joining me on here. Where can the people find you?
I got a YouTube. It's under JoeCrush, I believe.
I believe. All right, we'll find it.
Okay, let me double check. Double check. Because I've been changing my names lately. Yes, it's JoeCrush _.
JoeCrush on YouTube.
Capital J, capital C.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I got it here.
Same thing on Twitter. On Twitch, it's capital T, capital K, JoeCrush, capital JC. So Twitch, I have to change my name. Twitch is a little bit funky with the first syllables, the letters.
Okay, so Twitch.
So, yeah.
I should have prepared this in advance. This is my fault. Twitch.tv.
Oh, good. It's all good.
/TK
On the
JoeCrush.
fly.
And then what is your Twitter?
Same thing. Capital J, Joe, capital C, Crush _.
Okay. So Twitter and YouTube are the same.
A little bit of a pro content creator. But yeah, I mean, it's funny you say that about the jet lag. I was only on bound like, a split 4 hours of sleep. Like,
Ooh.
I really wasn't expecting to do super, super crazy. Like, ARSLAN was the first big tough match in that tournament.
Yeah.
And for me to just 2-0 him like that, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then that energy continued for the rest of the weekend,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that was such a big confidence booster from the rip. I think I just rode that all the way until, the big win,
Yeah. No, that's really incredible, bro. I'll definitely have you on again. I want to talk about like your thoughts about Tekken 8. I think the jack feels built for you and it's disgusting and I'm horrified.
I'll probably win something in Tekken 8 with Jack 8 for sure too.
I think so, especially early on.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. So
yeah,
congratulations on the amazing result. Thanks for coming on. If you guys enjoyed this content, please leave a like, please leave a comment. If you got nothing to comment, leave an emoji. That really helps out a lot. And subscribe if you want to see more. And let me know if you want to see more collaborations or things like this. I love setting up things with other members of the community who do make content and do compete really hard and deserve some attention too. So thanks again for coming on, Joe.
Yeah, I just want to give you a big thanks as well, Phi. You're a trailblazer, you're a pioneer, and you're doing something really special, man. And I think the entire Tekken community is taking notice. So I'm very grateful to be a part of it, man. I appreciate you, man. I've seen your come up. I've seen the struggle. Trust me, like, if there's anyone who's seen it, it's probably, me. I think a lot of us have. So super proud of you, man. It's keep going, man. Make something special, make something crazy, and you can do it.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Joe. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.
好き放題やってんじゃねえぞ